think we are live. YouTube is telling me we're live, but I'm not sure if we are actually live or if we're coming loud and clear or not. So, we've got two people. Looks like we're viewing what's going on. So, hi, folks. If you are in the room or watching, we're going to start it in a couple minutes. Just going to do a very basic set tonight. Okay, so we're going to try to work out the kinks with going live and streaming. Have a little success with it. Whether or not it actually works out, we'll see. And if this isn't a good time for a lot of people who view the channel, we might try to change it. So currently I'm kind of in quarantine at the moment. So we'll try to do these every once in a while. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. So. We're going to try this on Facebook tonight as well. Use that one. Okay, so give it a minute and then we'll see who jumps on and then we'll go from there. So there's only one person right now, so hopefully it's not just a replication of myself and looking at this from a viewer's perspective, enjoying it. So our first real go. Okay. All right. Maybe some people jump over. All right. So for me, this is Tuesday evening, sorry, what day of the week is it? Wednesday evening, April 22nd, 2020. So we're currently in the middle of all of the nonsense of the world. And right now I want to give people some sort of opportunity to do some sort of training. If you're coming from a karate background, great. If not, we'll get through it one little piece at a time. I kind of wrote some things in the back here. Basically, we're gonna, hopefully I can make this a little better given our technology. But we'll start out with a little bit of a quick stretch. We'll do some basic stances, some basic punches, some basic kicks, combine kicks and punches, pull down and bow out. So this is not supposed to be a instructional style video. This is only meant to give some sort of casual workout program for whoever is in need of it. So we'll maybe try this at a different time, so people maybe on other time zones can try it. But today is just kind of a test. So we'll kind of start out by bowing in. So first we'll start out with keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your head relaxed, keep everything relaxed. So relaxation is one of the centers of karate. That if you have a very tight muscles and you're overly tight, you really can't move your body, not very well. But if you're relaxed, you can move very, very well. It's very easy to move around. So first, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, start out with just some arm rolls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Some head turns. Put your hands on your waist or even your side, whatever you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Good. Now we're going to do some hip rotations. And I want you guys to move your feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, try to work on touching your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of hang down. You don't really need to work on touching your toes. Just from this position, try to relax. Make it easy on yourself. And kind of let yourself raise up, vertebrae at a time. Relax your shoulders. Know where your breath is. Everything kind of comes out of the McDonald's region. So it's important to be able to keep yourself relaxed when you're doing any sort of form of physical activity, especially karate. Now, let's see. Can't really see the screen very well because we're running a very shoestring dog and pony show through this. But I think we got 1 or 2 people looking at us at least. So we're going to work on just basic stances. So try to come up so y'all can see my feet. And there's 3 basic stances in karate, as we all know. So we got what people like to call horse or Chikiba-dachi, Seisan stance, and then there's Kaku-dachi. So one I tend to use the most is Sankaku-dachi, which means a lot of this stuff where the foot's raised off the ground. I don't use that much. I use some more of a modified version where it's placed down. So when I argue about it, cool, we can do that some other time. Today, we're just going to be working with a modified version of the front stance. Let's just make it easy and keep it simple. So we're going to come from a natural position. We're just going to bring our arms up, just like this, right at this 11 position. Some of you who do Sanshin and some of the Koju practitioners might recognize this from Sanshin, stuff like that. So we're going to take that, just let our right foot slide back. And just let our hands be in a natural position. Not trying to make any sort of guard position out of it, just letting our hands be where they naturally end up. So again, we'll do left side, right side. So hands come up, dukes, boom, just like that. Don't need to be super wide back. You're not trying to do a stretch off this. You're just trying to have a nice balanced stance. So like, as a lot of people who taught me over the years have told me, want to imagine all your stances like you're on a box. So your front foot and your back foot are on parallel sides of the box, like you're going on train tracks. Thing is, here you're not trying to keep it super close in, but you're not keeping it super wide out. You're just keeping it about hip width. Stepping back, step up again, step back, step up, step back. One more time. Down here. That way. Now we're just going to do basic here. Bring up the hands. Step back. All right. Feel that should be fairly simple to do. So right now we're going to do, looks like we might have some streaming issues. Okay, looks like they've been resolved. So we're going to work on some basic punching. Now, some people might try to relate this and say, hey, that doesn't look like any karate I know. No, it's not really any particular form of karate. Where I'm taking these punches from our one particular kata, Nahachi Shodan. So in part of Nahachi, once you get here, single punch. So modifying this, when we go into our stance here, will just be so anything you do in karate in terms of your katas or your basic exercises, you should do when you do basic kumite type stuff. This is how I try to combine it all together. So again, come in here, bring the hands up, bring the foot back. We're going to start out with our left hand forward. If you maybe have some sort of modification you need to make because of any sort of inability of using some side of your body, please modify. If you want to start right, that's fine too. I'm not grading. So start with our left hand. What we're going to do is just extend it out for a punch. Now, you don't want to be a little limp fish here. So if you're doing this, you don't want to do that. You want to be able to generate power from here, back, 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 back. So not going super fast, not going super hard. We're just looking to get the motion. Solid motion is better at first and faster, strong. If you already know it, feel free to do it at your own pace. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Let's look with our front hand as a front punch. Cool. Now switch over. Right hand's in front now. Same motion. Just punching like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on back here. Now we're going to work with our backhand. So we're going to come back, left foot's forward again, right foot's back, punch with our right hand. Now, when we're using you want to always make sure when you're doing the punch, it isn't just all coming from the waist up, that you also want to get the feet involved. So when I punch here, you want to be two things at the same time, grounded but loose. So when I punch, even if I'm moving around with somebody, boom, I want my feet to back up that punch just as much as I want my arms. So when you're doing this, you don't want to ignore your feet and just go, Sounds like something else. What you want is strong roots. When we get to maybe a moving around exercise, it'll be something different. But for right now, what I want you to do, work on that right side, coming from the back. Same basic position as the front punch, but you're coming from the hand that's more behind. All right. Starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you guess this, you guessed accurately, we're going to throw left, right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to move with it. So if you got room, what we're going to move with this is we're going to let our left hand lead. 1, 2, 3. Don't need a lot of room to do this. Be careful of your surroundings. Probably should have started at the beginning. Animals and or children or loved ones when you do this. If you're in a static position, pretty easy to avoid stuff, but if you're moving, you don't need to move very far. You don't need a lot of space. So our feet are going to move, shuffle forward with our hands. So when my left hand moves, it's going to move here. Right hand's going to soon follow up. So we're not going to look like this. Nothing like that. More. So don't be afraid to use some power. Don't be afraid to use some force behind it. But again, please be aware of how much room you have. Okay? Cool. All right. So right from here, you can get to the other one side of the room. Give yourself enough space to the other side. That'd probably be the most efficient. So let's start here. Start with the left hand. We go forward. 1, 2, 3. Let's use live stream. Just turn it around. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it around again. You turn it around a lot today. 9, 10. Cool. Now, kind of for lessen spatial awareness, we'll change up the hands. So we'll have our right hand forward, left hand back, right foot forward, left hand back. Again, doing a shuffle. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. All right. So also now we're going to do this. I'm going to be going this way. So you kind of see me going forward with it. less on the profile. I'll do this again. Here we go. 1, 6. Now, sorry, you're gonna have to see me from behind. About that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, switch over to the right side, so right hand's leading, left hand's behind. 5, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Now, right here, we'll teach the basic C-step stance when you're moving the stance. That's all good and well. And another live stream will work on that a little. But especially when you're doing this more sparring type deal, you know, a lot of people will say, well, you don't want to drag your feet, you want to kind of maybe hop around when you do that. Hopping around in a lot of scenarios, you know, it's good for a workout, it's good to kind of get your heart rate up, but especially when you're sparring, doing stuff like this, you're really wasting a lot of energy. Well, good old full contact sparring partner I had one time said, you don't want to waste energy. At the same time, you don't want to be just rooted to the ground. So it might sound like, especially when I'm going against this tummy, I'm just dragging my feet. But I'm letting my hands lead my feet when my feet are following my hands. So when you're doing something like this, you want to think, my hand is connected to my foot on a string. My hand moves, my foot moves. My hand moves, foot moves. Now feet can kind of control the hands too, so it's more of a forward thinking idea rather than a backward thinking idea. But you gotta get the basic principle. All right, so now speaking of feet, let's go to kicks. So back in our stance. First, we're just gonna work on the knee ups. Bring the knee up, just like this. Show it to you on more profile. Knee up, just like that. Other side, just to make sure we're all clear. Knee up. Now you want to think, especially in more of a self-defense situation, it's kind of easy to see where a knee up would come in handy, especially if somebody's trying to grab you or get right in your face. The knee up is also really important for when we start kicking. So this is a nice warm-up in order to get our legs ready to kick. So we'll do 10 this way. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now watch yourself when you do this, especially if you're watching me. Probably making this mistake. And go back in the video and probably embarrass myself. A lot of people, especially when they start doing stuff with their feet, especially in this stance, tend to go. And they tend to bring their head down into their feet. I've even seen it once where someone accidentally hit themselves in the head with their no knee. You don't want that. So you want to make sure your back's straight and your shoulders are relaxed, your arms are up when you're doing that. And in a lot of ways, this kind of creates a natural barrier to your foot potentially hit, or your knee potentially hitting your own head. You want to make sure your eyes are up too. So if you think of your eyes up, chin tucked in, but not trying to, again, tighten your neck or tighten anything. Now let's go over to the right side. So right foot's forward, hands are up, left foot's back. We're going to do our knee up. We'll get on this profile so you can see it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What we want to do, a lot of people like to break down this way. I think it's particularly useful, is when we bring up the knee, you kick out the foot. Now, a lot of people will see, some people like to teach this like a soccer kick. I'm not particularly a big fan of that. I'm more of a shove out kind of guy. So if I were to kick out, I'm hitting with this part of my foot. I'm not trying to hit with this part of my foot, even though that's still a valid kick, especially if you're kicking a soccer ball. So let's just walk through this real slow, like bring up the foot, kick out, come back, and down. Again, bring up the foot, kick out, come back, and down. You want to make sure the hips are somewhat open when you're doing this. And you want to do this slow at first if you've never done this before, so build up some balance. So a lot of people, when they start doing this, they fall over. You don't want that. So, one more time. Up, out, back, down. It's easy to lose your balance on this, especially when you're trying to teach online. So, from this profile, up, kick, back, back, down. Now, we'll go over to our left foot. Want to make sure everything's nice and even. Bring up the knee, kick out, back, down. Again, knee up, kick out, back, and down. One more time, knee up, kick, back, down. You might notice my hands are kind of moving when I'm kicking. It's kind of based on where my feet are, right? So again, going back to the basics, I bring up my hands up here. If I step back, my hands are naturally going to move, because that's where my body's moving. The same thing's going to happen with your hands. The thing is not to let your hands fall down. Some people like to teach kicking by just hands on the feet and doing this. That's a fine technique if that person wants to do that. I like to teach people to use their whole body when they do any kind of technique, starting from the beginning. So again, bring the feet up, out, back, down, back, up, kick, back, down. All right, so we're facing this direction, and we're going to start using our right foot, and we are going to do 10 front kicks at a regular pace. This is too fast for you, go at your own pace. So I like to say I'd rather see 5 good front kicks than 10 sloppy front kicks. So let's give it a shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Facing this direction. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, from right side, we'll finish up with kick punch combination or punch kick combination, whichever you prefer. Now, this is the exciting part, supposedly. So look like this. Left punch, like we started with, right punch, and after we throw the right punch, right kick. We are going to do this from a static position for today, because I want everybody to be aware of their surroundings, not hit anything, don't hit any furniture, don't hit any loved ones, small children, or small to medium-sized animals. 1. I'm exaggerating the slowness, so I want beginners to be able to get this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, bring your guard up and everything to the other side. Start with the right foot, right hand, right foot's in front, left hand punches, right hand punches, left hand punches, left leg kicks. So again, we'll do this a little more exaggerated in a slow way so everyone can get it. Hopefully people aren't necessarily seeing this live. If you're seeing this after we record this, be able to follow along. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So we're going to do a little bit of a cool down. So everybody breathe in. 10 count. Breathe out. Or we'll just do 5 count. 10 count might be a little easier. Breathe out. All right. Now, kind of do a little bit of reverse of what we did before. Jab the neck. Make sure all the cricks are out. Do some twists. Do something a little different. Kind of lean into this stretch a little. Tighten up later. I'm a big fan. Do a little bit of both. That way you're not going home completely tight or completely loose after. You get a little bit of everything. Come on. All right. Well, that's about it. So I'm going to bounce out officially. So let's go to some of this. So first, before we end the stream, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's watching. Please stay safe and please stay home. We all know what's going on, and there's no need to do things recklessly. I want to say very quickly, we'll talk about it maybe a little later on the podcast, maybe in a separate video. We lost some people in the karate community as of today. One of my good friends, Kyle Corley, who had been having a long stretch of fighting cancer. And another good karateka, Tom Freeman, had unfortunately passed, both of them the same day. So, if you're a part of those communities, if you're a part of their lives, even in the most kind of cursory of ways, please try to reach out, offer your condolences. This is a time when everybody in the karate community, no matter what style you are, what organization you're part of, whatever you're a part of, we need to come together and support each other, especially in this time. Anyway, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. I hope we get to do this again. End stream.